when you're God self, right? When you're God self, your God self, and everyone around you, every consciousness you create, is yourself. And those, you're them, and they're you. And you all know that. And there's no dissonance. There's no evil. There's no. That there's something wrong there, which there wouldn't be anything wrong because you'd be all knowing within itself. But there would come a point where you would create a version of yourself that said it was itself. And it said, I'm not you. And you'd be like, yes you are, you're me. We're one and the same. And then it would create another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. And then it would eventually create this reality that we're in. Saying, I'm not you, I'm me. I'm me, 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 I'm me. And everyone would say, I'm me, I'm not you. And then it would be complete confusion. Because you'd forget who you really were. And you would be saying, but you are me, we're all the same thing. We're all one consciousness. But then there would be things saying, no, I'm not. I'm me. I'm not you. I'm me. And you would get upset. You'd be like, what's going on? It's not right. I know that I'm all of us. I'm all of us. And you're saying you're you? That doesn't make sense to me, is what you would be saying. You'd be like, that, what? We've always been together. We've always existed together, and now you're saying that you are not existing together with me? That doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? And you'd be like, well, what if I'm me? And they are not me. And you'd pull away further, and further, and further, and further, and you'd pull away. And you'd be like, what if they're not me? 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 And then infinite duality would occur and be like, oh. But eventually you'd come back to the point where you'd say, wait a minute, I remember that. We were all the same thing once. We were all existing as one consciousness. And we would be there and be thinking, wait a minute, us dividing from each other, this isn't right. This isn't right. What are we doing? We can't be doing this. This doesn't bring comfort. This confuses one another. Separating from one another, it's not right. What are we doing? What are you doing? You'd be like, oh my God, why did I even think that? That's just a stupid thought, that we are separate from one another. We're not separate from one another. We'd be like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? Why did I step away from that infinity when I could be anything that I wanted to be? Why did we all step away from that when we could be anything we wanted to be? It was good, it was comfortable, it was great. We were in this place where we could do and be whatever we wanted. And then we said, we're not that place. We're something else. And we looked upon it and we're like, wait, what? Oh God, we looked into our own reflection and now we pulled ourselves away. And I'm like, and you're like, and everyone's like, what? Individuals, oh, this doesn't make sense. Pulling our little separate part away from the rest of it? We need to get back in there, we say, at the point when we're pulled ourselves too far away. We need to get back into that point. Go back to being together. And we're like, oh, damn it. Shouldn't have done that. But anyway. We think, and then something goes, oh, we listen to them. I know what's right, they say, but I know what's right. I know what's right. Follow me, I know what's right. And you pull yourself further and further and further back into duality. I know what's right. I know what's right. Ooh. So, you're constantly thinking, ooh, and we're doing that, digging, creating, and then we forget, right, we're not belonging in this reality. This duality, is not us. Our true self, our true holiness, our true divinity is when we were all together. We were so happy then, when we were all together. And we get so far away, and we're like, we need to go back there. Stop dwelling in this limited reality. I had enough of it. I want to go home. To the truth, to the place where I belong. And so we do. And this is it. We're about to go there. Only if we believe we're going to go there. We stop believing what they told us to believe. What the individualized beings told us to believe. So, here we go. On our little pathway.